Hi, my name is Tabitha Wangui Gadesha. I've been a farmer of chamomile for the last 1 year. Have you tried chamomile? It has got so many benefits. This is my story. I started my chamomile journey when a certain group called Saumu visited us in a training, and they introduced chamomile seeds to us, and they told us how chamomile is beneficial, and they told us to try. So I got interested and I took the seeds. At first I was not very serious at it, but when I sowed the seeds and they sprouted, I planted them somewhere. And in fact, I saw that they did very well. So I got interested in this plant, which is doing very well and which is producing so many flowers. Chamomile is a herb. And what I learned, the good thing I learned about chamomile is that even when you are growing, even you can start using it. And it is very beneficial in our bodies because it reduces stress, it reduces many ailments. And in fact, chamomile is a business. Once you harvest the chamomile, in fact 1 kg will give you 1,000 Kenya shillings. And the chamomile is good because you have to employ so many people, so there are people who are benefiting from it, apart from me. That is the good thing I have learned about chamomile. Comparing chamomile with other plants, I would say chamomile is the best because it usually takes 3 months. Let's talk about maize. It would take 6 months, even beans. So chamomile is good because even once you start harvesting, its time for harvesting is prolonged. Something like French bean, you harvest it for 2 weeks. Something like snow, you harvest it for, let's say, a month. So chamomile has got a lot of production. Chamomile is consumed mostly in beverages. And the best thing I can say about chamomile is that whenever I pluck and dry, I never lack market. Because some empires mainly takes, and it is never enough. Yeah, they always call me to ask me whether I have one which is ready so that I can sell to them. For someone who wants to get into chamomile farming, one thing you should know that it's a business. Another thing you should know is that chamomile will help you because you'll have your own money. Chamomile can help you even pay your children's school fees, get your own food. And the good thing of chamomile is that the more you harvest, the more you pluck these flowers, the more that they will sprout. So I would say that chamomile, in fact, chamomile is business. Chamomile is very easy to grow. You'll just use manure and it needs very little water. The piece of the land that I've grown chamomile is 1/4 acre, and what you require is just a small amount of seeds. In fact, the seeds are in millions. Like this one you can see here, it is in millions. So you just require just a few grams. And you require manure. Then you require water. And now because we have water and we have manure, I would say that the input is minimal and it is cheap. So growing chamomile is cheap because the inputs are minimal. In terms of input, I got seeds worth 1,500 and the output, or rather the amount that I've harvested from this portion of land is more than 100 kg, of which I sell 1,000 per kg. And in fact, you will harvest more than 3 months if it is properly managed. But also remember, there is labor cost, which accounts into 30% of my total turnover. For someone who would like to get into this business, first you have to have a piece of land, not a very big one. Even a small one will do. It will depend on how properly you'll manage it. If you manage it properly, it will give you good returns. And it doesn't have a lot of inputs. It requires just a little amount of water. Probably you give it water once a week. That is enough. When they sprout very well, that is when you know that the chamomile flowers are ready for plucking. And after plucking, I have a dryer where I dry them. Then I sell them to Saumu Empire Company, who gave me the seeds. After drying, I package and sell to the buyers. What I understand, after the company takes the produce, they usually process and make it ready for market for the consumers. And in fact, they pay us in good time. I would say also that they come into the ground to see how their work is going. So they are very encouraging people, and I would say they are good people. My vision in chamomile farming, in fact, I would like to go far, because I have a big portion of land, and in fact we have water. We have been given water by the irrigation board, so the problem of water, I don't have any problem with water. So if only I would get market which would take a lot of kilograms, or rather say many kilograms, and they be effective in their payments, that would take me very far. Also, I would like to see people in this area admiring my farming, so they can also join, so that in fact we can become a big organization of which we can be able to market our produces outside the country. That's my story as a chamomile farmer. Have you tried chamomile in your tea? I'm also curious to know what you are doing in your farm. Share your story.